Hi, it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to make a gorgeous hoop wreath for summer, bright and full of flowers, and this wreath will have a kit with it. Let me show you what we're using. We're using this gorgeous mix of like daisies and cosmos and poppies. Some of the veronica is so pretty, so bright and fresh, and no greenery. Who am I, right? So full of flowers. I'm really excited. And I'm using a 12-inch embroidery hoop, a wooden embroidery hoop. This is just the inside. You can use the inside or the outside. They come in two. I love that this wreath is so bright and fresh for summer. I've got pretty much two of everything. I'm not sure what the final tally will be. I will let you know. And it will be in the wreath kit as well, the final tally of everything. But the most gorgeous lilacs. These are my favorite, and they're such a great filler. They're such good quality. And I just got a shipment of the rest of my order for these. Finally, I've used them in lots of things that I just love this summer. So here are those. Then we've got a couple white cosmos, and they kind of just look like really sweet daisies. They're so realistic looking, very good quality. And then a couple poppies, white poppies, and once again, really cheery. Love the white middles. Then we have some yellow flowers. I've got a couple of the yellow mini ranunculus. I used these in a VIP wreath recently. Love them. And we have two yellow astilbes. Love the spiky texture. I have these in blue, I have them in purple, and I have them in yellow. I just really love the texture these bring to a wreath. Something different, really pretty. Then I have a couple poppy sprays, some yellow poppies. Gorgeous. These would be just really cute in a bouquet too, just in a vase. Something to match your wreath when you're done. And I've got some yellow cosmos, a little bit with a touch of gold. So pretty, so realistic. And then I've got these mini cosmos in a little bit of a darker gold. So we've got different shades of yellow and white, and it just all looks so pretty and cheery together. Love it. So exciting. First thing I'm going to do is make piles of everything all cut up and ready to go, because we're going to be using the wire wrap method for this wreath, and it goes by a lot faster and easier if everything is prepped and ready to go. And I'm going to start just using one of everything, and then we'll see how that goes and if I need to do two of everything, because we're not going to cover the whole wreath. I love these because they have the buds in it too. So cute. And these are the most high quality, realistic faux flowers. So that does come with a little bit of a cost, but they look real and they're going to last for many, many years. You kind of get what you pay for. And so I always try to get the most realistic flowers I can. Hopefully I can just get away with using one of everything. That will definitely help on the price. First thing we need to do is use our wire and get it prepped. I'm using a 24 gauge wire. I like it on the paddle because it makes it easy to wrap. So I'm just starting by wrapping it around. Just wrapping it around wherever I'm going to start. And since I'm using the inside part, it all looks the same, so it doesn't really matter where you start. Make sure it's tight. I'll dab glue at the end, but I don't want to have to wait for it to dry. So now I'm just going to make bundles of everything. Probably going to have to use two of these because this is really the only filler I have. And remember, the size of your bundle is going to determine the size of your wreath. So it can be tempting to make them big, but I'm going to try and keep them on the smaller side and then rotate certain things in. Since this is the end, I would like it to be a bud, so that kind of wraps around. So I'll put the bud over here because it'll look like a nice touch there. And these flower heads are going to kind of hide the wooden part, hopefully. That's the goal. I'm just going to keep going around, adding layers to everything. Definitely going to be using 2 of the lilacs since I'm using it in every single piece because it's such a good filler. And I'm also going to be using the second astilbes spray since there's just a few pieces on each one. And it's the only texture that's that pointy. It's hard to add things on these kinds of wreaths, but I do like this little pointy piece and I kind of want to add it here in the middle. So I'm just sticking that under a wire and I'm just going to blend it in with the other florals. I just like having that part in there. And of course, if you want to use these florals and put them on a grapevine wreath, that would work great too. I would just get some greenery because florals don't fill in as much without greenery, which is one of the reasons why I chose a hoop wreath for this particular wreath. This is looking so pretty. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to finish wrapping here. And do you see how it goes from this way on the bottom, this way on the top? That's what we want. Isn't that beautiful? So simple and clean and just cheery for summer. I love it. So I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to glue it. I have one of these left. I can always use it to fill in anything that looks sparse. So I'm gluing that there. And then I'm going to go around the back and just dab glue around where some of the florals are, just to keep them in there nice and secure. You don't have to do this. Totally not necessary, especially if you're doing it just for your own home. But I like to just make sure everything is very, very secure. Then before I do anything else, this is also completely optional. Since you can see the wire on the back, I'm going to add a little Spanish moss just to clean it up, make it look pretty and natural. Turn my hot glue gun to low. I normally do everything with a high temp, but since my fingers are kind of touching this, it's a little hot. And I just get a big bag of Spanish moss anywhere, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart. It's everywhere and it's very inexpensive. You get a big bag. This bag lasts me a long time. See, it just makes it look a little nicer, a little more natural. You can also add it to the inside if you like, if you can see any of the wire there. And I'm not going to add any moss to this part because I'm going to use my jute twine and wrap around the stems to finish it off. Let's see, I need a little more up here. But this step just takes a couple minutes and it just makes it look so pretty and natural. I love it. What do you think of the Spanish moss on the end? All right, I'm also going to put it in a couple spots in here just so you can't see the wire. There, looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to wrap this part with jute twine. I just get mine at Walmart. It's the cheapest. You can get it really anywhere. Like I said, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart. I cut a long piece off so I don't have to keep holding the roll. So that makes it easier for me. And I'm just going to glue some to the beginning right here, kind of a little bit before the wire hits the stems. Oops. Sometimes I'll add a bow here instead, or a bow and then a few pieces go in the other direction. But for this one, I wanted to keep it just sweet and simple and asymmetrical. And we're just going to wrap this around until it covers the stems. You can leave a few of the stems out in the back if you like. I'm going to cut the one stem that's sticking out longer than everything else. I'm going to leave just a few of those stems exposed. And then I'm going to glue the twine on the back just a little bit. And then I'll cut off the excess. Isn't that cute? I love it. This is so fun. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. It's so sweet and simple. There we have it. Now, it will hang naturally like this. If you wanted to hang it a different direction, you can just add some twine up here. I just make a knot like that. And then, oops. That's weird. I usually make it a little smaller, but you can have it hanging like that if you like. It's up to you. Isn't it so cute? Sometimes I like to have it with that part up. Doesn't really matter. But here it is. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You could also put a weight in the back where you want to hang it, but I like it kind of like this. Isn't that pretty? And I'll go take a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, oh my gosh, I love it so much. Don't forget, I have a kit if you want the florals. I'm not offering any wreath base with it, but I'll have a link to where you can grab these. And then I hope you make one. It's so fun, a little different, but so cute. Here's the back. Here's the front. You can hang it however you like. I love it. It's so cute. All right, I will show a up close video of this in just a second, but thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. I love to teach you how to make beautiful high-end wreaths yourself. All right, bye.